And Jay-Z, I basically talked about how his life has changed. Before he was more focused on like living a life, and now he's like more businessman.
What's that perfect love story anyway?
I compared, Bonnie and Clyde, the song Bonnie and Clyde, '03 Bonnie and Clyde, to part two on the run, and how it was like.
I think it's interesting that you did Jay-Z, because the person I did was Nipsey Hussle, and like Jay-Z, every artist goes through that phase where they're struggling and they have to come up. So like, when I did my research on Nipsey, it's like I found out things about his life that like, I guess you could say rappers would have in common with each other.
Sexual healing, so appealing.
As a freshman, like in the freshman class, ready to get his career started, then trouble with the law came. Like he probably had to relax, clean himself up, and come back. Then like he wanted to stop rapping at a point in time, and have faith in himself, and like I'm not sure the guy's name. I don't know a lot of you guys. But, like, somebody told him like I have faith in you. Like, hey, I'll help you out, give you studio time. Like I really want you to be a rapper. Like, I could see potentially. And he like listened to him, went with it, and now he's on his way to being one of the most elite rappers in the game.
So what works of his did you?
Well, his most recent project was entitled Crenshaw, like inspired by where he was born, like where he was raised. And off of that, he has a couple songs I really like. Songs by the name of like Drop Coupe, You See Us. I don't want to like just list the whole mixtape, but like I really like those. I really like most of the songs in it. I'll let you guys hear a few later.
Okay. Every time you see me, I look good.
I'm actually a poet, and so I mean, I guess everybody has their own color, you know. But with her name was Mysterious Genetics, and she, yeah, it is. She's a cool poet. I did two of her pieces. One is I Will Wait For You, and then the other was 13th Floor. 13th Floor came out first, and it was about just kind of how her childhood went from ages 8 to like 18, and then I Will Wait For You was kind of her adult years, and her childhood was kind of, it was battered. She went through abuse, physical as well as sexual abuse from her father and her, the person that was babysitting, the guy that was babysitting her. And then to go from that until I'll Wait For You, which is like, it's a sick poem about how with her, she was doing everything to kind of fill that void and that gap that she had when she got older with dating and things like that, and realizing that she was just doing things.
So remind me, what did you?
Well, similar to her, like from childhood and adulthood, I did 2 albums by Taylor Swift. Her earliest album, Speak Now, and she's like in this little fantasy, love is amazing bubble, bad things don't happen to you. It's like one of her earlier albums, like more recent. Red, and it's more edgy, and it's like, I knew you were trouble from the start, I can get a bad feeling about you, and she's more like realistic towards relationships, and it shows like a huge change. Even the sound is different. She went from country pop to pop with like rock, not rock, sorry guys, rock undertow. Yeah.
Brenda's got a baby, but Brenda's barely got a brain. A damn shame, the girl can hardly spell her name.
As I said previously to our audience, that we were talking about the truths that we learned in humanities and what we learned, through the artists that we picked, and we're, discussing contemporary art today. So, Christine, could you tell me who you wrote about?
I wrote about Lassane Parrish Crooks, aka Tupac Shakur.
Oh, okay. So is that his name? That's his real name?
Lassane Parrish Crooks is his real name.
I just really never knew that. That's an interesting fact that we, you would normally know. Oh yeah. So what did you talk about Tupac? What did you find?
Basically, all his songs were talking about what he lived through and what he'd been through.
But please, don't cry, dry your eyes, never let up. Forgive, but don't, but just, girl, keep your head up.
He got into the neighborhood selling dope and into the environment, which wasn't good, but that's what he was brought into when he moved to California. So basically, he's a kind of single mothers, drugs, not having a father. It was also impact on his music, and he was also a poet. So him being a poet and all the things he went through combined to music made him a good rapper.
Okay, thank you for joining us. I would like to give a special thanks to all of our guests from Group 5.